Consider the cat. The cat is the epitome of comfort in one's own skin. Yes, Ruby, I'm talking about you. I think that you are an exemplar, Ruby. You are the essence of what it means to be free, to be completely in the moment. Yeah, what else is new? Well, we can't live like cats, unfortunately, but there is a part of us that is as mammalian as the cat. And that's the part of us that can borrow from her. To me, being comfortable in your own skin doesn't mean just lying around on a dirty towel that smells like somebody you love. It is a heart-centeredness that forgives moment to moment. Primarily, you just forgive yourself moment to moment. And I think this is a good message as we enter the July 4th holiday weekend. What a great time to practice being comfortable in your own skin. W.C. Fields used to talk about how he would never perform, if given a choice, with children or animals. And that's because, as a performer, as any trained actor will tell you, it takes years to get back to the place so naturally inhabited by the four-leggeds and by those before the age of reason. Complete and perfect presence. That is a comfort in one's own skin. And it doesn't mean, that feels good, necessarily. You could be in a total state of rage and be comfortable in your own skin. You could be running in terror, fully comfortable in your own skin, and much more likely to survive because you would be completely in the moment and attuned to your instincts. I like to think I inherited my father's instincts. He was on Iwo Jima during World War II, and he made it off alive. Now, I don't know that he's someone who was comfortable in his own skin. He was deeply traumatized, I believe, by that instance. And he never stopped running the way he had to outrun the bombs. I don't think he ever stopped running. And that speaks to a lack of realizing where you are when you're there. July, we enter the period of Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. And if you're thinking in terms of the tarot, you have the Chariot, also a water sign in the major arcana. And the Chariot has to do with moving on, moving forward. And sometimes that means shedding your old skin. And the ability to radically remain moment to moment present and comfortable in your own skin involves letting that old skin go. So another tarot card in the water that correlates with water and flow is the High Priestess. And she is an opportunity to enter the temple within and assess, where are you holding on to your old skin? Think of a mollusk. Think of the hermit crab. Hermit crabs outgrow their shells. They don't clutch at their old shells and try to remain in them. No, they endure a period of a complete vulnerability. Now, what's more vulnerable than licking your own ass? Complete vulnerability as the hermit crab moves from the old shell to find a new one. That's like that moment when you're running away from the bomb or from ice or from whatever that might be terrorizing you. You are vulnerable, but you are still capable. You could still be perfectly at home in your being as you endure this vulnerability until you find a new home. This is what enables growth. It enables prosperity and enables self-realization, I believe. And, many of us have the privilege of just staring at our navels and taking this on at our own pace, like Miss Ruby here. Although she's not inclined to because she lives this every day. She's there already. And she doesn't have any moral compass, the kind that we all have to adhere to, a value system. Of course, I shouldn't assume that. I don't think she'd eat us while we were alive. I think that she does have a moral compass to that extent. However, when I'm talking about no matter what your station in life, who you are, who you've incarnated as this time around, your load may be much heavier than someone else's. But my question to you is, how do you take refuge in yourself, moment to moment? It may be in saying, I'm scared, and allowing yourself to be scared, really scared, and holding yourself in that state. This, I think, is a way to avoid panic. If there's something wrong with being scared or something wrong with the circumstances inducing an experience of being scared, then one panics, understandably. But again, like a martial artist, if you can stay grounded in your fear and comfortable in your own being in that terrifying moment, you will survive it, or at the very least transcend it, even if it's your last moment on earth. This is what I believe. This is what I aspire to. I know I'm walking around in some old saggy skin that needs to be shed, that needs to be let go. We all are. So commune with the high priestess this weekend and consider the chariot. How must you move forth? Is it time to trade in the car? I hope you've enjoyed this little live, and if so, like it, share it, comment. And if there's anything you're wondering about, anything at all, let me know, because chances are it's relevant. I'm a life coach, after all. Have a great weekend, everyone.